Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Smith. I serve as Executive Director of the My Brother's Keeper Alliance and Director of Youth Opportunity Programs here at the Obama Foundation. I'm excited to join you today from our headquarters in Chicago, Illinois. We're joining you from all over the country today, and glad to have you joining us from all over the country, and I think maybe even from all over the world. I want to say thank you to Malachi and Senegal, our My Brother's Keeper Advisory Council young adult board members, for kind of keeping us hyped up as we've been ready to start, but also for their continued leadership. We actually just had our recent advisory council meeting with President Obama a couple weeks ago, and it made such a difference to have their leadership and their voice and their perspective in the room. So I'm thrilled for their leadership and thrilled to talk briefly so we can get back to them in this exciting lineup. I want to bring you greetings on behalf of the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, and remind all of you that he remains committed to this work. He's excited about it, and as he says, every time he gets the chance, this is work that he will be committed to for life. We're thrilled that you're joining us today. We see these town halls as an opportunity for MBK community leaders, partners, and friends, and everyone that is committed to this idea of advancing life outcomes for boys and young men of color. Everyone who's committed to getting rid of the barriers that stand in the way of our young people's success. Everyone that's really in this fight for expanding opportunity. Everyone that's willing to dismantle these systemic barriers to make sure that our young men can reach their full potential. We see these as an opportunity for you to come together, for you to be with like-minded individuals, for you to get inspired and to hear about some of the incredible work that's taking place across this country. I'm excited about today's lineup. You know, it's a name so nice, you're going to hear it twice. So you also have ESPN's Michael Smith. We are exactly the same age, too. So that's been fun planning this. We've got ESPN's Michael Smith, who will be leading an interview with the dynamic Sabrina Fulton of the Trayvon Martin Foundation and Trayvon Martin's mother. And you'll be hearing from our friend, Mayor Sylvester Turner from MBK Houston. And of course, the voices from our young leaders. So we're excited about the conversation we're going to have today. Before I turn it back over to our young leaders, I want to give you a couple quick updates. One, I want to talk about our My Brother's Keeper network. So really soon, in 2 short weeks, we're going to be launching what we're calling the MBK network. Since 2014, cities, towns, tribal nations have come together to create safe and supportive communities for boys and young men of color under this My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge. And we're committed to strengthening this network and making sure that you have the tools and the resources that you need to sustain the important work that you're doing. And so we want to make sure that we're kicking off that process, and we're going to start with registration. So we want to make sure every community that is still in this fight, that is still doing this great work, takes 15 minutes to register with us. So be on the lookout for an email that's going to come very soon so you can register to officially be a part of the MBK network, and so that you can participate in all sorts of great convenings like this one, in-person convenings, and get the tools and resources that we're going to be offering. The second thing, I want to give you a quick update on our My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge competition, which we opened applications for in April. We have been working really hard to review the tremendous applications that came in. And I have to tell you, we have been floored. We have been thrilled with what we saw. You know, I was at My Brother's Keeper from the very beginning, and I thought I knew every wonderful thing that was happening across the country for boys and young men of color. But the My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge competition revealed all sorts of great work that we didn't even know about here at My Brother's Keeper Alliance. So in a few weeks, sometime in November, we will be announcing the winners of the My Brother's Keeper Community Competition. So if you haven't heard from us yet, don't worry. We haven't announced the winners yet. We're going to be announcing it soon. But one thing I want to say is, while we only have a limited amount of funds and a limited amount of time, which means we can only work with a few communities across the country, everybody's a winner. We want to make sure that you hear about all of the great work that's happening across the country, not just the folks that show up on the top of that list. So we will be excited about sharing that with you very soon. We also know that coming together as a community is very important in addition to this online space. So that's why in 2019, we're going to be hosting regional and national convenings. You'll hear more about that in the coming weeks, but be on the lookout for announcement of our first set of in-person convenings that are going to be coming up. And then last, we're hosting our last online town hall of 2018 on December 12th. So save the date on December 12th. We will be joined by the one and only Arnie Duncan, former Secretary of Education under President Obama, a member of our My Brother's Keeper Alliance Advisory Council, and was one of the founding cabinet members of the My Brother's Keeper Task Force in the Obama administration. So that's all you're going to hear from me. I want you to know that we are continuing to work hard and grow a team at My Brother's Keeper Alliance that can support your needs. So if you don't hear from us, reach out to us. We are looking forward to being more engaged with all of you.